Hello everybody, SeKo Caffeine Craft here. Gonna speed up a replay a little bit here. This one's a bit longer, even though it is Legacy of the Void. Drink myself some Red Bull. It's been a TVP kind of day. Going out for my early scout. I know it's against a Protoss, but my early scouts have been paying off. Fast gas, really fast gas. To my barracks. Probe heading out, so my scout's not too crazy fast. Does have his gas done really quickly as well. What else is going on with everybody? I actually just had a lot of fun doing some laddering just today. Don't do enough of it anymore. I just don't seem to have enough time. Like, I need a couple of hours at least together to be able to do some casting, and yeah, more often than not I don't really have that time. Factory is going down. Now, did he see that? No, he didn't see the factory at all. Engineering bay is going to finish up. For him on this side, he does have a stalker and a mothership core being made, so it's not going to hurt him too bad. But it is always kind of a pain in the ass when... Oh my god, there is a building there. He's building to me. Widow Mines, Starport. Such is life. And they'll wail away on that for a while. Starts his robe warp really fast. I like this opening from Protoss. It's safe. It works well against just about everything. And he's still going to be quite far ahead of me when it comes to his expansion, just because. Now, I tried to stop this, because I wanted to build a missile turret, but I discovered that even if you had that missile turret icon there, if that engineering bay gets killed in the process, you will lose it. I didn't realize that was the case. I figured once you gave it the command to build something, then it would be fine. Medevac heading on out. Observer's already on the way. Bunker is finished with 2 Marines, which is enough to be enough of a deterrent to the Stalker. DrBell will have to back out. First Observer. See if he ends up sending it across the map or not. Well, looks like that is not the case, which is too bad. Sometimes you get lucky and they send the first Observer across. Well, there's a second one coming out straight into Colossus tag. I won't say this is a pro build, but this is the very popular one as of late. Go right up to 2-base Colossus. Go for that, quasi-macro opening, and then the tech that's very hard to deal with. Medevac, chilling in the back. Observer is heading out across the map. And now we have a couple of gateways finishing as well. Do I end up getting this thing? Not even close. Down go both the Widow Mines. Actually get a couple of shots off with it, but he will clean it up in the end of it. I only end up killing 3 workers. Did save the medevac though. Cost quite a bit of mining time. Oh, come on. Oh, that's so close. Oh, that's unfortunate. Random pylon down here for detection. I like this. I think more Protoss players should do that. Put pylons in the corners just for that extra detection. Widow Mines now is defense. I can speed it up again because we don't really touch each other for a while. I'm going into my macro setup, 3rd command center. I'm actually going to repair up that medevac because I may wish to use it later. But I don't really have much of an army. When you see all these Widow Mines out as a Protoss player, I always like when you come across with like a stalker or two, just start punching at these a little bit. Just to be a bit of a jerk. Detection is down. He's just going to park right over top of all my production, see exactly what's going on. I've got this SCV. He's just going to run around, scout for a 3rd. The last guy I played was really adamant about staying ahead on his macro. First Colossus done. Range on the way. Units-wise, I'm actually pretty even with the Protoss player. I'm quite surprised at that. He must not have been using his Chrono Boost well enough. Actually, he's got full Chrono Boost. That purple bar means spend. Like, at least spend it on your tech or something like that. Chrono Boost is just too good to ignore. 4th and 5th barracks on the way. I did scout that he had Colossus, so I want to start getting Vikings out. I'm actually going to go run an SUV up into the top right corner. See if that comes into play here a little bit later on. Still scouting very actively, just to see if there is a 3rd base going down, just to see if I'm falling behind. Blink on the way. 3 workers at a time. He's not building any more workers, so I don't know if he was really hoping for a 2-base all-in of some sort. But for me, I'm actually quite comfortable where I'm at. Widow Mines will help deal with some stupidity and splash. I have a medevac over here with some Widow Mines in it. Was considering going for that drop. Now, the great thing about doing this, and I didn't expect this drop to necessarily get a lot of damage in, but now he's afraid. He's not throwing down cannons or anything like that. He probably could. But I want to keep him at home. Like, I want him to be afraid that I'm going to be dropping him at any time. Hidden base, might as well. Units-wise, got a pretty good lead on economy now. Decent-sized army, some Vikings overhead. Upgrades going up to 1-1. Trying to keep ahead of my supply because I get supply blocks really easy because I suck. And still have this SCV just going to be poking around, seeing if there's any kind of expansions. Poke in again just to see if I can get in my drop. I cannot. And third base is going to move over. And I'm very surprised at this. Protoss has given me a lot of flexibility, and just scouting for this third base is really important because that tells me either he's attacking soon, I just got to be ready for that, or I'm playing okay, playing really greedy. A lot of the times when I play against Protoss, they out-greedy me, if that makes sense. Like, they just know a little bit better how to just take advantage of macro. Whereas this, we can see that my worker lead is going to pay off quite well. Scan, still don't see much at the front. Hiding his Colossus well in the back. And he's going, I don't know what's with the Immortal. That's kind of strange. Did have the Watchtower for most of this time. Still have this drop over here, just in case. And this base is now a finished planetary. Transfer a bunch of workers over. In this game, you mine out so fast in these mineral patches. He's already down to 5, and a couple of them are going to mine out here pretty quick. But you can't really not expand. So this looks like somebody, I think, who's just picked up Heart of the Swarm, Legacy of the Void, and is just kind of figuring things out still. Another base is going down. I did see the probe move over there, so I put in an assumption. Nope, I do see that he's making it. But now he's got such a big army that I don't really feel I can take this head on. Moving up to some more gases. I really wish I was better at my upgrades. I don't know why I'm so bad at upgrades. I've even got the armories down just to get rid of the next one. More command centers. I forgot that I made those, I think, for most of this game. Going to move out to the Watchtower. Now I'm in a weird spot. It's kind of a stalemate. We both have pretty good sized armies. His upgrades, that's 1-1 versus, well, it's soon to be 0-2, so fairly similar. Hey, look at that. I've actually got more upgrades on the way. Isn't that nice? Another engineering bay as well. I'm actually going to start going and playing around now with his micro. I want to test, see how strong he is. Clean up this Zealot. I want to make sure I have control of this Watchtower. And I'm hoping to draw his army into his main so that I can go and attack his third. Even if he leaves his Colossus here, a lot of the times what you'll see is Protoss players move their Stalkers back and leave their Colossus unprotected. Then I can sweep in with my Vikings and do a lot of damage. That's my hope, at least. I actually have a big opening right now for this Widowmine drop that I didn't really notice. At this time, I actually see I'm going down 3 random starports here because I don't really know what I'm going to go as a late game to beat this. So I'm going to try some random things here. Still isn't reacting to this back at home. Looks like he wants to push out a bit. Gets his army a little mixed up. He's going to warp him. Oh, I didn't quite kill that Robo. Strange. Actually, he doesn't have any Stalkers with this army. That was interesting. Does have his Templar out. Did he finish Storm? Oh, he did finish Storm. I didn't even notice that. Armies swinging to the south. Thinking maybe I can take advantage of this ridge here. I'm actually going to be going for Fusion Core. Battle Cruisers in a TVP. Very unused because they aren't really that good in TVP. Units wise, pretty even on economy. Keeping my drops going, getting in damage where I can. Get that Robo. And now I see that it's very unprotected. I'm actually going to try and swing into the back here. Should get a lot of damage done. Lots of probes. And I'm going to focus down the archives. Like, this is very important and expensive tech. Probably could have fought these Stalkers. He is going to focus down my my medevacs, which is smart. But he's going to lose his Colossus tech and his Storm tech. Scanning to see where his army is. Still got too many units kicking around in here. This base has gone completely unchecked. I mean, just some zealot warpins across the map would be nice. And this is where I decided to move in with my Vikings. I see that he doesn't have any of his stalkers in position. I wish I had more Vikings. No, well, I get 2 Colossus there. It's not too bad at all. Now the battle cruisers have started, plus getting the mech upgrades as well. +1 plating, +2 weapons on the way. And I have a good chunk of army ready to go again for the next round. Another drop heading towards the main. I'm actually remembering about this medevac as well. Oh, sucks. A little bit of friendly fire damage to that medevac. Good split on those probes though. I thought he was going to lose a lot more. Kill the Templar Archives again and boost out of there. These are pretty beat up medevacs though, I must say. I did try for a push and attack on this side as well. But storms are pretty good. Just saying. Cleans that up, no problem. Yamato cannon on the way. First round, about to pop. Start my second round immediately. He's going to get down another base here, which I didn't notice right away. Units wise, down to 35 workers. He's starting to rebuild some again. But it's pretty soon that he's just getting kind of fed up. He's actually not got that much supply. Most of it is in army though. It's a pretty strong army. 02 hasn't been continuing with his upgrades. Trying to remake his Templar Archives. Lots of observers in there. Going for a drop once again in the main. He doesn't have his mother. Oh, he does have a mothership core. He could potentially come back and defend it. But it looks at this point he's just pissed. He's just going to go for the push. Focus down the cybernetics core. No more stalkers. Pulling some probes. He's getting ready for the base trade. Got this army chilling out over here as well. And ready to use it. So he's splitting up his probes like all over the map. Scan, see this base going down. Didn't get that probe though. This base will get cleaned up, but put in some good work. Almost killed an observer for its troubles. I'm thinking maybe he got one. These guys are just going to put some punishment in. And this is where the base trade starts. Gonna try to run away with some probes. Didn't work out well. One medevac will get a few out of there. It's going to be very important, we'll see. Still, more battle cruisers being made. Widow Mine at least got one kill on its way out. And the base trade commences. More battle cruisers. The trouble with me, and I didn't notice it right away, is what my supply is at. Like, I'm already supply blocked because I had so many supply depots down on the low ground here. This is where having some high Templars with storms would work really good for him. A lot of the times in these base trades, people don't really manage their armies that well. Sometimes you can just drop a big clump of storms on a ton of army and get a lot of damage done. I forgot that I had these command centers too. I feel like such an idiot. I built them and never used them. But, up to 9 battle cruisers, and I'm supply blocked now. So you see lots of supply depots going down. Trying to catch up there. Only one real mining base left for the Protoss player. My bank is massive, but not in gas, unfortunately. Did pull a few guys ahead. I'm looking for any high Templars. Don't see any. I don't know why I focused down that. That was a mistake. Clean up those probes. Oh, he did chase down that one command center I was trying to float away. So that base is toast. He's going to build one over the corpse of one of my other ones. He has no idea about this, though. I mean, for his... Oh, no, he saw some supply depots. Did he see my battle cruisers? He might have.
Base is under attack.
Vikings kind of putting in their work. Now, this army I'm pretty sure is going to be on its way back over to try to kill me. So I'm going to try to run and kill as much as I can. I think I do. No, pick up the Vikings, head south. I want to use the Vikings as a bit of a screen. High Templars fall behind, but what I don't want to do is 9 High Templars with storms here. I don't want to really just run into a big pile of army, so I'm going to use the Vikings as a bit of a scout ahead of me. Just a dance. Just outside of each other, slow dance. He's waiting for his Templars though. Stim up the ramp. Vikings gonna watch on the low ground. Oh, almost got that last Colossus. And the rest of the army is sacrificed and dies. Finally have enough supply though to keep building battlecruisers. And at this, obviously he's not being revealed yet, so I know he snuck down some bases. He's actually mining again. But when you look at the structures, he's got N gateway unpowered. So he's really working with what he's got left. Army will escape and head down this way. More bases finishing up. Gotta need gas. That's what I'm trying to make his battlecruisers, and I just don't have the gas for it. Finally, I will move out with this army. It's a nice sized army, 12 battlecruisers, pretty solid, and it is. Oh no, the air weapons are. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I forgot that they're separate upgrades now. Here I thought I was so smart. Still, lots of High Templars left. Lots of energy. Now, they can do a pretty good job against battlecruisers. Like, the amount of energy on here is, 200 energy. It's 200 damage. What I did end up using is I was going to use Y as Yamato, but I hit T instead of Y. Which sounds like I just screwed up huge, but I used up so much of their energy that feedbacks no longer do anywhere near as much damage. It sounds really retarded, but technically my screw up probably helped this army quite a bit. It's such a shitty sight to see when you're playing against that, just a mass armada of battlecruisers. SeKo Starcraft, thanks everybody. I'll talk with you later.